Hello everyone, myself Dhanendra, student of ICCA, studying at Davangere. So today's topics are introduction to loop and needs of loop. So loop is very important topic when it comes to programming. So let us discuss about it. So generally loops means continuous repetition of something. So repeating something continuously is called as loop. So for real world example, human brings breathing. So human keeps breathing until he dies. So humans take oxygen and lose carbon dioxide until he dies. So when the human being stop breathing, it is sign of that he is no more. So this is example of loops in real world. So when it comes to programming, so we use loops is in the programming also same. When we need to repeat some piece of code, we use loops. So let us discuss needs of loop. So why do we need loop? So in programming, sometimes there is a need to perform some operations more than once or a number of times. Loops come into use when we need to repeatedly execute a block of statement. So when we are given to repeat some statement or some piece of code for n number of times, we use loops. So let me show this with an example. So this is code blocks. Include, it is a pre-processing statement. Studio.h is a header file. Int main is the starting point of the program. So let me declare an integer variable. Int a is equal to, let user give the a value. Printf, enter the value for a. So backslash n for next line. Scanf. So I am taking the input from the user. So in this program I am going to print n number of numbers. So this is for loop. So we use for loop when we know the exact number of repetition of the statement or a piece of code. We use for loop when we know the exact number of repetition. So I is equal to, so I is equal to 1. This is value initialization. So this value represent that from where the loop should start. So I less than or equal to n. This is condition checking. So here the I checks the condition. So if the condition is true, it comes into loop, or else it exits from the loop. I plus plus, this is updation. It keeps updating if the condition is true. So this is incremental updation. So I am going to print the number. Print %d comma I. So I need to declare I here. So the user will input the value for a and the numbers will print until the a value comes. So let me check. For I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. So first n undeclared. So I need to put a here. Enter the value for a. So if you want number from 1 to 10, let me enter 10. See, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So let me use backslash n. Show it again. So now let me print from 1 to 20. So I enter 20 here. So the number prints from 1 to 20. So let me show how it works using debugging. Debug, start, continue. So let me enter the value for a. I will give 10. See, here I is equal to 0 and a is equal to 10. See, it checks the condition I set from 1 and I have given 10, so I is lesser than 10, so the cursor comes in. So the cursor came inside. So because the condition was true here, it printed 1 and it again went back and I is updated. It will check the condition. So I is equal to 1, I is equal to 2, the condition was true, it came inside again, printed 2, it went back again. So I is equal to 3, I became 3 and it checked the condition, it is true, so it comes inside. So the 3 is printed. In the same way it keeps repeating. Eight, 9. So the I is 9 now, so it will increment now, and if the condition is true it will come inside. So I became 10 and I is less than or equal to a, so a is 10, so it came inside, it printed the value, it went to check the condition again, the I will get incremented, I becomes 11, so the condition becomes false, it exits from the loop. So this is how the loop works. So loops are of 3 types: for loop, while loop and do while loop. We will discuss about other loops in further classes. Thanks for watching my video.